I've just had the biggest disaster as well. Schoolboy error. I don't even know how it happened, to be fair, but my shelf, so these shelves here, wasn't secured properly, and it's crazy that it isn't, because it hangs over, the lip of it hangs over this bar here. So unfortunately, the beetroot that I planted last week is now is in there somewhere, because coffee spilled all over my camera, and all I have to show for my beetroot that I planted last week is that. I'm not happy, and I can't actually remember whether I had two. One was cylindrical, and these were the other ones, these bolt hardy, and I've got a feeling I've got no more, so I might have to plant some more cylindrical in there. Anyway, on with today's video. This video is called Let's Grow Something Different. There's a few things, and to be fair, I've grown there's three things, and I've grown two of them before. You definitely want to stick around for the last one, because that's something interesting, even though I've grown it before. I'm going to try again. I failed dismally last year. I tried to save the seeds, but I'll get into that in a little while. I'll go through the list. The first one is not so different. It's sweet potatoes, and some people grow them, some people don't. Some people don't think you can grow them in this in the UK, in this country, because it's not hot enough. We don't get the climate for it. Now, you grow sweet potatoes from slips, and you can buy them, but they're extremely expensive, but also extremely easy to do yourself. And all you have to do, which I'll show you now, is grab yourself a sweet potato and a glass or a cup. I actually don't need to stick anything in this, but I will. Sweet potato, quite a big one. Local shopkeeper gave me this because I said I was making a video about growing sweet potatoes and I didn't have any to use. You probably can't see, but there's these little things called eyes all around the sweet potato, and that is where your slips come from, and your sweet potatoes basically grow, or the tubers, if you like, basically grow from those slips. So the way to get yourself some sweet potato slips to start growing is to use a glass and a sweet potato. Grab a stick and plonk it into your sweet potato like so, or a screw or a match or whatever. Just so that it balances. This isn't anything clever, just so that you can balance it in your glass like so. And then you fill your glass with water, and I'll show you a little update on this. Have I got enough water in there to fill my glass? And what happens is, sweet potato, would you like more? What happens is this sweet potato, bloody hell, your sweet potato starts to grow roots. And then once it's grown roots and it's back alive and growing, it starts to grow these little eyes. So as I say, you shove it in so that the sweet potato is submerged like so, In a few days time it should start to root. I'll let you see that video. And then the eyes will produce the slips. And as I say, I was trying to buy these last year, sweet potato slips, and they were £5 each. It's daylight robbery. I've got two varieties. I don't actually know what the difference is. All I call them is orange and red sweet potato. This is obviously the red one. And I'll do exactly the same with this. So I'm just trying to find a stick strong enough to pierce my sweet potato. There we have it. Exactly the same with that. There we go. So that's right there. And the other side. And I'll fill her up with water. I actually run out of water. And away you go, just like so. I need to top that up in a second. Second thing I'm growing that's slightly different is simply because I'm growing in my greenhouse this year, as well as the idea is to start seedlings in here. I'm also going to grow, once everything's started and planted out, I'm going to grow stuff in here. I was initially going to grow tomatoes in here, actually, but I'm growing them out there anyway, number one. And two, I thought, let me try something that I wouldn't be able to grow externally. So the first thing I'm going to grow is melon. I've just got these honeydew melon seeds that I'm going to grow. I'm actually going to, I don't have any watermelon seeds, but I'm going to try watermelon in here. It's only a small greenhouse, but I'm gonna try it anyway. The third thing that I'm gonna try and grow this year, which are quite exotic actually, and they are called kiwano, or African horned cucumber, and I'm sure I've heard them called African horned melon. Well, I'm not sure. I think I might have, but I've definitely heard them called African horned cucumber. They grow in the wild in southern Africa, I think. I'll have to put the name in of the countries that they grow in the wild in. I managed to grow them up the side of my little shed behind me a couple of years ago. I'll insert a little pic here so you can see what they look like. They taste like almost a cross between a cucumber and a sweet lemon. There's no such thing as a sweet lemon, but that's what they taste like. They're extremely expensive. I've actually never seen them in the shop. I've just asked people, and they've managed to find them, and they're really, really ludicrously expensive. So I'm going to try growing them again. I grew them the year before last. I saved the seed, and I did try and replant them last year. I get the feeling I planted them out too early. That's the reason they didn't grow. My tomatoes are just germinated, so I'll take those off the propagator. I'll plant these up. I'll show you the seeds quickly, and I'll put them on the propagator. They are quite I've heard somebody talk about these before, and apparently they go absolutely crazy. And they did grow quite high up my shed behind me, but I just don't think we've got the temperature or the right climate for them to go absolutely crazy. But apparently the bushes run absolute riot, and you just find these little kiwanos everywhere. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm thinking it won't, just because it's not warm enough to do that. If it does, I'm in trouble. These are the seeds. I don't know if you can see that. They're like slightly smaller than a cucumber seed. So I'm just gonna pot him up with my finger here. Quickly. Plonk you in there. Plonk you in there. Sorry for the wobbly camera. I'm going to plant 14 seeds, and I think I'll plant maybe 6, so hopefully out of those 14, 6 will germinate. I have had people say that they've bought these seeds and none have germinated at all, which is no good, is it? But let's hope. Oh, they're horned melon is what they're called on the seeds, actually. And this packet is was buy one get one free. Where's the other packet then? Maybe they put all the free ones in here. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to plant 14 of these. Little exotic babies. And I'm hoping at least 6 will germinate, which I'll plant in here, which, as you'll know if you've watched previous videos, under my greenhouse is there. Under my greenhouse, at the base of my greenhouse, I've put a couple of raised beds, one here and one on this side. So this side, sorry, that camera work is terrible. So this side, I'm gonna plant kiwanos. This side here, and then that side I'm gonna plant melon, and hope for the best, basically. And I will let you see what it all looks like when it's done. I'll do a little update video of these, so you can see what the germination rate is like, and I'll also do a little update on, oops, so that is about as exotic as it gets, I'm afraid.